from WCTV Evening News. Today we'll be focused on something that affects all inhabitants of South Florida, tides. Now off to Rhonda to give you an inside look on tide.
No, not that tide. These tides.
Thanks, June. Hi, I'm Rhonda reporting to you live from Port Everglades with breaking news. We are facing quite the dilemma as sea levels are rising higher than ever before. The tides are breaching the sea wall and entering homes and causing mass destruction.
Mass destruction!
For example, look at the tides here. They're sweeping me away.
Here's a graph of the tide levels in the Port Everglades turning basin, where the tide is currently falling. As you can see on the tide chart, the highest tide of 3.25 feet was at 7:34 a.m., and the lowest tide of negative 0.07 feet was at 1:11 a.m. This information was recorded from the time range of December 6th through December 8th. The graph is a perfect example of fluctuating tide cycles.
Much like a seawall, these rocks help keep the tides from coming into places like our city and our homes. Without these rocks, people like my friend Timmy over here would be drowning in water.
Thank you, Rhonda, for that insightful information. Now we're going to hand these reins over to Dr. Osborne for some sciencey stuff.
Oh, hello! I didn't see you there. My name is Dr. Osborne, and I'm coming to you live from Cambridge, UK. Today I'm going to be talking to you about a very important lesson, tides. Come with me to my office in my laboratory so we can discuss and get more analytical data. Come.
Thank you, Jean. Right here we're at my secret laboratory. Come on in so we can get more information regarding tides. Come in. So, you may be wondering some information about tides, wanting to know a little more. Well, tides are the regular rise and fall of a body of water as dictated by the gravitational interactions of the moon, earth, and sun. Tides are caused by the gravitational pull of extraterrestrial objects, the sun and moon being the most significant tidal forces on earth. Water will flow in the direction of the gravitational pull. However, because the earth is rotating, this gravitational pull is constantly changing, causing daily tide cycles.
Let's discuss this image of spring and neap tides. Spring and neap tides are related to the orientation of the earth, moon, and sun. During the full moon or new moon phases, the gravitational forces of the sun and moon are maximized, producing very large ranges of tidal highs and lows called spring tides. During the full moon, the earth and the sun and moon are approximately aligned, producing very large ranges of tidal highs and lows. During the quarter moon phases, the gravitational forces of the sun and moon are at their minimum, producing very small ranges of tidal highs and lows. A neap tide is the lowest level of a high tide, a tide that occurs when the difference between the high and low tide is least. Neap tides come twice a month in the first and third quarters of the moon.
A tidal range is a difference in height between the highest high water and the lowest low water. Tidal ranges vary from region to region, influenced by the geography of coastline. Spring tides are the highest high tide and the lowest low tide. Neap tides are the lowest high tides and the highest low tides.
Thank you for listening. I hope you enjoyed this educational segment. Now back to you, June.
Thank you for watching our news program on tides. Hope you enjoyed it and learned something new. Thanks, y'all.
Okay, take 33. Ready, go.
Y'all.